Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, maybe they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean
to go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
it's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting the sack, creating some momentum.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the board, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Powell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. There he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulled down at the 29 after 35. And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made him play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Gotta find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any of that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now. Is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
With the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Spins away, trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU.
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
So nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on for in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Snatch it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here comes the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gives it on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Raging Cajuns will have it first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Louisiana. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Snowed under by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. And the Hilltoppers are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. He's up to 57 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got discipline and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking deep. Makes a catch down the right side. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cajuns. Extra point here would tie the game.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Play action. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Quarterback adapting. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Topper. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. Wide open spaces. He's at the... and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab deep. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He'll pitch it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He now has 61 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. On the option, he'll toss it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Lost a throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Looking for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Raging Cajuns are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside for defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly.
Ooh, we got popped.
Incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're...
Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls.
Do I give you the ball?
His speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just melt.
Time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of...
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll run play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't ask him.
And you got to expect this
Out of state, another quarterback, maybe he's going to catch that ball. So even on the hot quarterback, he could knock it in front of him. Make it easy for him to catch that ball because he's going to do it.
He'll take another shot here. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose. It's on the play.
It was working. I'm sorry. They were over. Nobody was covering.
But don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the right. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds this big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Just keep slinging it. Now adjusting. Fires downfield. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hilltoppers are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, WKU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Was to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
Caught in Inside the 20, chance for a good return. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hilltopper. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man in the middle. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying to get the corner. Got room to work. Turning it on. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They've got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional grounding of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And that's it. fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got a little space. There he goes. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
Louisiana, 54. Western Kentucky.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to going over the top. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And they'll try to tack on 2.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Louisiana, 54. Western Kentucky, 48.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Fires fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Topper.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The quick out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th.
Louisiana, 60. Western Kentucky.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Now on the option. He'll toss it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB?
Holds it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, WKU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space. And that's a big stop. Now, you're only down one. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the fourth quarter.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Lost a throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They're looking to throw on second and short. Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Gilbert.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this foot.